What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is They went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. Mike.
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really let, hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was supposed to, I thought Lil Bird was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had it on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yala Van Zam's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. And you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. Yeah. Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Hit me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Oh, hey y'all. What is going on? What is going on? We are here. We are here. We are on time today. I was ready. As you can see, what's going on? What's going on? Hey. Hey. We're here, y'all. It's a terrific Tuesday. There's our alliteration for the day. What is going on, y'all? So glad that you're here. We about to get this party started and then get up out and lay down, because I just feel like laying down today. You got a chasing question for me. Well, what's your question, Tracy? And hello to you too, Tracy. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Budgets Waits Boo. Hey, Tanya Boo. Enjoy, child. That's my water. I put the little crystal light thing in there. I got two. I got the grape, and then I have the fruit punch one. So, and I only like, okay, so this is Publix water, but I only like spring water. I don't like purified water because I can taste the kind of, the purification chemicals. So I don't like purified water. I only like spring water. Anyway, hey, Montrez, what's going on, bruh? Lemon Kush Pepper, hey. Hey, Peaches, what's going on? I feel like I ain't seen you in a minute. Do I think Wayne is a bad manager or a good friend? I think it's more than just Wayne being a bad manager. Sometimes you could have a bad artist. And sometimes you as a manager could be doing everything in your power to kind of push and promote them in their career, and they're doing everything in their power to work counter to everything that you're doing. And I do think sometimes, I'm not saying Wayne the Pain is perfect or he's done everything right. I'm sure there might have been some missteps here or there, but from the outside looking in, it does appear at times that sometimes Kendra does get in her own way and does things counterproductive to what management might want her to do. So that's just my take on it. But who the hell am I? I ain't. It ain't my It ain't me. I'm not. In management of recording artists. So there's that. Anyway, what's going on? You only like spring water too? See. In terms of friends, though, I do think he's a good friend to her. I do think he's a good friend to her, but I think he's probably. I can't definitively give a good say as to whether or not he's been a good manager, because I don't think based on the show we've seen a lot of what he does or her career or all of the things that he may be doing a lot, he may be doing a little, but I don't think we have enough evidence based on what we see on the show to make a good um sound you know judgment on whether or not he's a worthwhile manager. So anyway, um we're here. We got some things to talk about. We have some things in the dossier, and we'll get to them. Let's see where we are going first. Let's see where the dossier takes us first. Let me let me get this first story out of the way. Because this is easy. This first story is real easy, and I could just knock this down. My goal is to be out of here by 6:15. 6:15 is our goal today. 6:15 is the goal today. Okay. Late bill is at 5:30. Late bill is at 5:30. 12,000 word essay. I saw 12 people in the chat. 12,000 word essay. If Really B did call me and tell me she had already called me, so I knew she was setting up her live for 6:30 because she and I had already talked. So let me go ahead and set up the redirect now so that we already have that worked out. So we don't have to worry about that. And then when tomorrow comes, not tomorrow, Lord, when 6:30 comes, I can just send y'all right over there. 12,000 word essay. Budgets weights. The number is 12,000. Okay. Not playing these games with these people. I was on time today. I was on time today. I have no understanding. Listen, y'all make sure y'all do my bell ringer, my warm up bell ringer activity for today, which is for you to click the like button and all of that good stuff. Okay. Um, yeah. So also programming note, Really B will be live later tonight at 10 o'clock on St. James's channel. They'll be talking some things, church, religion, and stuff like that. So go over there and catch them over there. All right. All right. So hey Bobo, hey Cookie. Let me stop by and see what's going on before I go back to my channel. Um Hey Quintessential, my love. How are you, boo? I'm so glad to see you. So let me get this first one out the way, okay? So listen. Mm, 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 mm. The role of societal privilege in the definitions and practices of inclusion. Sounds fun. What fun? What fun. What fun. Oh God. All right. So y'all's boy is in the news. He's one of our headliners and top stories today. Waka Flocka is in the news today. Why? I'm glad you asked. He is in the news because once again, he is endorsing Donald Trump. Now, I found some tweets. He put that, he tweeted that out yesterday morning. And that was followed up by y'all's president endorsing him. Um, I, I mean, what do y'all want me to do with this? What do you want me to do with this? This is the same man who said that Donald Trump was a better leader than Barack Hussein Obama. The same man who said Donald John Trump is a better leader than Barack Hussein Obama. That is wacka flacka. Blame Deb Etney. That's who the hell you blame. Deb Etney for this mess. Y'all are expecting me to take political advice from somebody who looks like this, from somebody that was farted out of Deb Etney. Y'all want me to take advice, political advice from him. I wouldn't even take music advice from him. He doesn't even have a real rap career, let's be clear. Now, I've met him in person. Really tall individual. But I ain't going to that young man for no political advice at all. I ain't going to him for no advice. None. Nothing. There's nothing. There's no aspect of human life, the human spectrum, the human diaspora of which I will go to wacka flacka flame for any amount of advice. Look at him. I'm not doing this with y'all. I don't have the energy. I don't. I just don't have the energy. Like it really didn't, Tracy. Now, when I saw him, I wasn't really looking for it. What he had on didn't really lend itself to it. I just generally, I probably don't want to know what's going on down there. Like I envision, mounds of plastic where all of the real pieces should be, kind of like a Ken doll. And yeah, we just he looks like he smells. Now, when I met him, he didn't necessarily smell, but I'll be honest, when I rolled up on him, I switched to breathing out of my mouth so as not to smell him. Because when you walk up on somebody that looks like he does, you kind of get, the feeling. I felt the need to bathe just being in the same airspace as him. So I definitely wasn't trying to inhale whatever he had going on. And so I just kind of switched to breathing out of my mouth when he was in my same airspace. So I can't really, but he looks like he smells. It was a real quick encounter too. It was like at a store or something. But I'm not. At the moment that you tell me Donald John Trump is a better leader than Barack Hussein Obama, I stopped listening to you. And he said that way back in 2016 election cycle. So I'm supposed to take advice from you now that we're in the 2024 election cycle. I'm supposed to be surprised. This is supposed to be big news that freaking idiot. A person who can't muster up a successful career in his field of choice wants to give me advice on who's successful in their respective fields of choice. Girl, I can't do it. You can't even successfully manage your personal life because Tammy Rivera and you ain't they divorced now? I don't know what the hell going on over there. His whole life is a mess. I don't want no parts of it. I don't have this type of energy. I'm not gonna waste no more time on him. Nobody gives a shit about Wacka Flacka. Nobody. Anybody looking for him? Like this clearly was a hashtag a bitch came. This clearly was hashtag a bitch came. Anyway, moving forward. Um, I got some sports situations that I need to report on. One of them is our headliners. Let's get to our second headliner of the day. So Owens. I told y'all we not calling him no Terrell Owens. Your name is Terrell. Your mama named you Terrell. You black. We gonna call your ass Terrell. Ain't no Terrell around here. You leave that for the white people. Your name is Terrell. Anyway, Terrell Owens is in the news because his mouth got him in trouble, and the people said, "Oh, you got all that mouth, bro? Come see some of this good car." And they did like you know how Terrence give you the realty always say he gonna run people over with his car. The people tried to do that to Terrell Owens. According to TMZ.com, he was in a pickup game down to the Calabasas area and he got into a verbal altercation with some of the people there. And after the game and after the verbal altercation, the people said, "Nigga, what? Nigga, who? Nigga, what? Nigga, who?" And got in a car and hit him in the knees. Now they drove off after that, and apparently it wasn't bad enough to where he needed medical attention, but they did run their car into his knees. And so, I mean, he don't really have no need for him no more. He's not in the NFL anymore. He hasn't been in the NFL since like 2010 or 2011 or somewhere around there. So, but anyway, the people tried to run him over with their car. There was an incident report that was taken, but they still on the loose. I'm sure somewhere they are, you know, riding up and down the West Coast, getting treated to drinks on the house at every bar up and down the Western seaboard because Terrell Owens ain't a nice individual. He ain't the nicest of individuals. He's kind of an asshole. And I'm sure these people that ran into his niece are being celebrated up and down the Pacific coast. Hey, Yana. Hey, Spicy Original. Y'all got him right up under the late bell because late bell is at 5:30 and we have a 12,000 word essay. Mm. Now, listen. Y'all hate Lovely 31 Blueprint. Y'all know we reported on him last. I think it was last week or week before last, because he talked about how black women don't like him and he got all these issues with black women, but white women is good. Go sit your ass the fuck down somewhere, Terrell. Don't nobody give a shit about what you got to say. Matter of fact, the people are willing to run you over with their car. Can we go find these people and offer them, you know, money as payment for doing the Lord's work? Can we do that? Moving on. We don't care about you, Terrell Owens. We don't care. In other sports news, So, which one of these am I going to do first? Okay, let's do this one first because the other one we have to unpack that. The other one is a lot going on. So let's do these. So we got two arrests, two more. You know, every day is a bunch of arrests around, you know, the big four: NFL, NBA, NHL, and MLB. You know, it's always arrests going on a daily basis in one of the four big major sports. So we got two to report on today. Let me do this first one first because the first one doesn't take as long. The second one is going to take us a little longer. So the first one is second year starting cornerback for the Los Angeles Rams, Darian Kendrick, was arrested Monday night right after their less than 12 hours after they had beat the Arizona Cardinals. Hey, Symmetry, girl, you right on time. The late bell is in the process of ringing, girl. So you is right on time. Right on time. He's an on time God. Yes, he is. Oh, on time God. Yes, he is. Mm. Church said, y'all want the late bell? Let me do the late bell. Let me ring the late bell real fast. You know, we got two videos for the late bell. Here's the late bell. Good jamming, jamming, jamming. Oh, all right. Late bell has rang. 12,000 word essay. See one of the hall monitors. Anyway, so he was arrested less than 12 hours after after they played and beat the Arizona Cardinals. Law enforcement are saying that he was pulled over early in the morning, Monday morning, for a traffic violation, and during the stop they found a gun and marijuana in his car. Jail records show Kendrick was then booked at 2:14 a.m. Pacific time on a felony charge of carrying a concealed weapon. And as of yesterday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 p.m. Pacific, he was still in jail. Now I don't know if he's out yet. I don't have any subsequent information on whether he's out, but he in jail for a concealed weapon. Now he's one of their starters. He's a second year player. He's one of their starters and is a really good cornerback for them. The team is mum's the word right now. You know, they like to say, you know, we have no statements until all of the you know, detail with law enforcement and the judicial system is worked out. But he's been arrested on felony charge of carrying a concealed weapon. That's the easy one. That's Darian Kendrick. That's the easy one. Easy peasy. Now this next one though. Now I need y'all to sit down. This a whole story behind this. This next one, we got a whole story behind this next one, y'all. So this story is about a former NBA player named Josh Jackson. Okay. He used to play for I know he played for the Phoenix Suns at one point. I think he played for either the Brooklyn Nets or the New York Knicks at one point. I know he played for the Phoenix Suns. Anyway, let me read this story. I'm just going to read it so y'all can hear all the parts of it, and then we can discuss afterwards, okay? So here we go. Let's go along for the ride. Here's the ride. Former Phoenix Suns first round pick Josh Jackson has been accused of raping a woman last year at a New York City hotel, according to a federal lawsuit filed by the woman in question. Jackson, a collegiate standout at Kansas, is also accused of sending two women to break into the plaintiff's apartment to threaten her, per the lawsuit, which was filed in the Southern District of New York earlier this year. Jackson's attorney, John Lauro, emphatically denies the allegations in court filings, calling them, quote, very serious, albeit entirely false, end quote. His lawyer also said Mr. Jackson will vigorously contest these allegations in court and looks forward to the truth being fully told. That's what the lawyer said. The woman alleges she met Jackson on February 13th, 2022, during a Super Bowl after party. Ex-Nets center Andre Drummond allegedly hosted the party where the two met, and the woman had a romantic interest in Andre Drummond. This is per the lawsuit. Jackson and the woman eventually ended up at a club with others, per the lawsuit, and she claims Jackson texted her later in the night to, quote, come through, and he also said, quote, I got $1,500 for you if you pull up. That's what he texted her. The lawsuit alleges Jackson sent an Uber to pick the woman up and to bring her to his 5-star hotel in Manhattan. He is said to have, and the hotel he went to is the New York Edition. Now, the New York Edition is a 5-star hotel. It's very well known for athletes and celebrities to go to the New York. That's a very, upscale, high class hotel where a lot of athletes, musicians, people who are, celebrities, they'll go to that hotel because they have a little bit of seclusion about them. They have a good security detail and everything. But the groupie skanks know all about the groupie skanks know all about the New York Edition hotel. Anyway, Jackson is said to have opened the door to his home when the woman rolled up on him. Jackson is said to have opened the door in just basketball shorts, according to the lawsuit. Now, girl, if a man don't have on nothing but basketball shorts, it ain't got on no drawers, girl, you know what time it was. You knew what time it was when he texted you, come through. I got $1,500 for you if you pull up. Girl, you knew what time it was. Let me keep reading the story. The man had on basketball shorts. The woman's attorney, whose name is Seamus Barrett, said she did not accept the money and arrived to his hotel believing a party was still ongoing. You believe there was a party going on at this hotel room and he just told you pull up and I'm gonna give you $1,500? Girl. The woman allegedly told Jackson she was not there for his money and apparently stated, quote, I am not a gold digger, end quote. And that's according to the lawsuit. She then claimed that she was tired and she allegedly laid down on the bed following a night of drinking, but faced away from Jackson, falling asleep. Now, wait a minute, sweetheart, dear one, love bug. You tell me the man texted you, pull up on me, come through. I got $1,500 if you come through. You allege you thought a party was still. I'm thinking I'm going to another party, and that the party's still going on. You roll up to this man hotel. He ain't got no shit but a hard dick and some and some basketball shorts. That's it. Then allegedly, according to you, you tell him I'm not a gold digger. I don't want your money. but magically you're all of a sudden tired and you need to lay down, but you lay down conveniently in the bed with him, but you facing the other way. Girl, I'm about a lot of things. Let me keep reading. Let me read that part again. The woman said she was tired. She allegedly laid down on the bed following a night of drinking, but faced away from Jackson, falling asleep. The woman claims she woke up when Jackson allegedly ripped open her clothing and sexually assaulted her, according to the lawsuit, before passing out from the trauma, confusion, and the horror of rape. This is according to the lawsuit. She allegedly ran out of the room after waking up hours later. The woman claims she received, quote, threatening texts, end quote, from another man who is also being sued that accused another man who is also being accused that accused her of stealing a watch, which she says she knew nothing about. So now they say you stole the watch too. Ooh. The woman says she received other messages from a different number alleging, quote, they knew her address, end quote. She claims to have heard her locked door being opened and two hoodie clad women, whom she alleges were sisters, enter her bedroom, with one appearing to hold a firearm, per the lawsuit. Her lawyer alleges she was threatened with murder and that the doorman tackled the sisters before NYPD officers arrested them. Wait a minute. I'm confused now. Were you still at the hotel? Are you at home? Where are you at? These people got keys to wherever you at, and they can get in the bedroom. I'm so confused. And there's a doorman there. Like the doorman is conveniently inside your room or inside. Like I don't know the doorman, even at a hotel, to conveniently just be inside your room. So that when these alleged hoodie clad ladies, sisters, roll up on you, they could tackle them to the ground. And if they got a gun, I don't know too many doormen that's fighting off two women with a gun. This just seems like a lot, y'all. I don't. I'm not saying I don't believe the woman. The woman might very well be telling the truth, but just the way this is being narrated in this write-up, it's just like, girl, girl. Let me keep going. The woman received temporary protection orders against the sisters. Jackson is accused of having orchestrated the armed robbery, per the lawsuit. Quote, this case is not about money for the woman. It is about making sure the defendants, including Mr. Jackson, are held to account for their outrageous and unlawful actions, end quote. And that's according to the lawyer of the lady that's suing Josh Jackson. According to this, his last team was the Sacramento Kings. That's who he played for. Sacramento. That was his last team, um, which was last season. Listen, y'all, you start off at what? We listen. I bet y'all don't even know where we came from. We started this off. The woman went to Andre Drummond's NFL Super Bowl party. Okay, with Andre Drummond's Super Bowl party, she claims That's who she was interested in, not Josh Jackson. But magically, you and Josh Jackson ended up at the club together. Now, if Josh Jackson is at a club, he probably got his own VIP section and has his pick of the litter of any woman that he has. He's probably spending money. That's what they do. They flaunt money. So so you're saying that in all of everything, y'all magically was at Andre Drummond's Super Bowl party together. Now you're magically at this club together, and he picks you out of all of the women in the crowd. It sounds like you went to the club with him, and you was probably with him and some other groupie skanks, and he chose you, and that's how. Because how did he even get your number to text you? You said he texted you to come through. He got $1,500 if you come through. So what that means is you gave him your number. If a man texts you, come through, I got $1,500. How did you think there was a party still going on? Y'all just left the club. You thought he was gonna keep the party going in his room at the hotel? Girl, you get to his hotel room. You claim, I'm not a gold digger. I don't want none of your money. I ain't here for none of that. I just thought the party was going on. He rolled up in there and got on shit but basketball courts. And you still go basketball shorts and you still go in the room? If you thought there was a party still going on, that means you were ready to go and party. You still had some energy. But now magically, when he opened the door in just basketball shorts, you magically tired. Oh, I'm tired. I need to go lay down. I'm not gonna lay down on the extra couch or pull out sofa or whatever. I'm gonna lay down in the bed with you. But I'm a magic. I'm a conveniently lay with my back turned to you. Cause no, I'm gonna make sure girl, cause you all of a sudden so tired. But I thought you was going there for what you thought was another party. You couldn't call an Uber, girl. Where was the Uber, girl? And then you woke up saying the man was ripping clothes off you and sexually assaulted you. Now I don't know what parts of it. I do not want to say that didn't happen, baby. I don't know. I was not there. Then he sexually assaulted you, and according to the lawsuit, you passed out from the trauma, confusion, and horror of the whole incident. Okay. Then you woke up hours later, ran out of the room, and then you received threatening text messages from some other man and about you stealing a watch. Then there's a part about some ladies in hoodies coming after you and opening your door. The doorman had to tackle them to the ground. What doorman? It's a lot going on, y'all. Listen, I have a day job and I am not a lawyer. They don't pay me to dissect these things and put these things, together. I'm just, they don't pay me for this. Baby, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I'm not trying to figure out what happened. We're going to let the courts and the lawyers figure this out. When that thing be thinking right, that thing be thinking. Ciao, girl. Hey, D, what's going on, D? Listen, D, just go see one of the hall monitors. They got, they're going to let you know what you need to do. Listen, this sounds like a Tyler Perry movie. It sounds like a Tyler Perry movie. I'm just telling you what I know. Speaking of Tyler Perry movies, he is next in the dossier. Now, I have to give Tyler Perry his flowers and his kudos when he deserves it. Say what you want about Tyler, but Tyler does phenomenal philanthropic work. Phenomenal philanthropic work. Okay. And in this case, he's doing some more. Now, let me read this to you. Tyler Perry is coming to the aid of a 93-year-old woman at risk of losing the South Carolina home her family has owned since the Civil War era by buying her a new home. Sources with direct knowledge have said that the actor filmmaker is building Josephine Wright a 5-bedroom home in South Carolina to replace the one she's living in with her grandkids, which is also at the center of a bitter land dispute. We're told Tyler's construction crew will break ground on the home in the coming weeks once all the permits are squared away. Tyler pledged his support to Miss Wright back in July when he caught wind of her legal war with the Bailey Point Investment Group. Bailey Point reportedly wants to buy Mrs. Wright's land in Hilton Head, but she doesn't want to give it up because it's been in her family for generations. Bailey Point then filed a lawsuit to seize control of her property. Mrs. Wright told news outlets how Bailey Point got approval from the town to develop 29 acres of land behind her home, and says she turned down an offer from them to buy her home. Once she declined, she claims that Bailey Point started harassing her, leading to a lawsuit to rip away the property she says has been in her family since the Civil War era. One of Josephine's grandkids organized a GoFundMe to help her pay the legal fees, and a September update on the situation says that a tree fell on the home and opened 2 holes in the roof. Now she's getting a new home altogether, courtesy of Tyler Perry. Shout out to Tyler Perry. Go ahead, and I'm sure he's probably gonna pay her legal fees as well. He got it. Shout out to Tyler Perry. The woman is 93 years old. She don't need this kind of stress and drama, because this kind of stress and drama to somebody, and unneeded stress. Cause how that lady check out of here. She's 93 years old. That lady done lived a long, good life. She's trying to keep this property in the family that they don't have. In South Carolina, a black family has had property since the Civil War era. Leave that woman with that property. Y'all know these real estate brokerage firms and all these kinds of stuff. They be trying to buy people out of their land and stuff like that. Hold tight, ma'am. I hope I don't know how much time she have left, but a lot of times when these matriarchs go on to be with the great I am, their kids and grandkids end up selling the property and stuff like that. So I hope these grandkids that's apparently living with her at 93 don't follow suit like you see a lot of people do. And then this woman that did all of this fighting to keep this property, and they go on here to sell the land to the people that's been trying to buy it anyway. I hope not. We'll see. But anyway, this story ticked me off so bad when I heard about it a few weeks ago. Yeah, man, they be trying to do these people so wrong. They be trying to do black people so wrong. And in South Carolina, black people need all the land you can get in South Carolina. Listen, we need it, okay? We need all of it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, it is now time for your Sugar Spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like. Major Sugar Spike.
So long, well, I want to fight. Daddy gave, his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Now listen, if I know I have a lot of women in my chat, okay? A lot of women. I'm telling you now, this first sugar spiky story is here's your trigger warning. Let me get me a what am I snacking on today? Jolly Rancher gummies. That's what we're snacking on right now. This first one is a trigger warning. I'm telling you now, ladies, trigger warning. Trigger warning. I'm just don't say that I did not warn you. Okay. Mm. All right. I'm not gonna even read the headline. I'm just gonna start reading the story because it's a lot. It's a whole lot here. Mm. Trying to finish this gummy so I can regulate my sugar levels. Okay. This is out of the great state of Alabama. On Friday, an Alabama woman named Ashley Caswell filed a lawsuit against Etowah County and the county sheriff's department nearly 2 years after she was jailed while pregnant for an alleged substance abuse and was forced to give birth in the shower. That's the first sentence. Caswell was in labor for 12 hours and nearly died from blood loss before jail staff finally took her to the hospital, according to the lawsuit. Officers from the sheriff's department arrested Caswell in March of 2021 for alleged substance abuse on chemical endangerment charges because she was pregnant. Her jailing at the Etowah County Detention Center, they reasoned, would, quote, protect her unborn child. Go figure. Caswell, a mother of other young children, was held there for the next 7 months of her pregnancy until in October 2021, her water broke. She begged to be taken to the hospital, but was told to, quote, sleep it off, end quote, and wait until Monday, 2 days later, to give birth. Through Caswell's 12 hours of labor, she was only offered Tylenol. The lawsuit alleges she lost so much blood while left alone through her delivery in a jail shower that she almost bled to death. Caswell is the latest person to report mistreatment at the detention center while pregnant or postpartum. Quote, Ashley is the latest victim of the Etowah County Jail, which consistently punishes pregnant women in the name of protecting unborn children while simultaneously endangering the lives of those women. End quote. And that's according to Pregnancy Justice Senior Staff Attorney Emma Roth. It was reported last year that as many as 12 pregnant or postpartum people suspected of substance use were held in Etowah County Detention Center in August of 2022 alone. The conditions some of these women have reported are horrific and include being forced to sleep on the floor after being jailed for alleged marijuana use and denied sanitary products for bleeding after being jailed within days of giving birth. One woman was jailed for allegedly using substances while pregnant until a pregnancy test she'd initially been denied showed she wasn't even pregnant. Caswell is currently serving a 15-year sentence in state prison after being convicted of Class C felony chemical endangerment of her substance use. I'm sorry, chemical endangerment for her substance use while pregnant. As outlets have stated, conviction on this charge, quote, doesn't require evidence that the fetus was harmed, but merely exposed to substances, end quote. According to the attorneys for Miss Caswell, quote, they stripped her of her dignity, violated her constitutional rights, and again showed their callous disregard for women, mothers, and children. The abuses and violations are numerous, and there is simply no word to describe what she endured other than torture. End quote. So, what you got going on here in the great state of Alabama, they done set up this prison where if you pregnant and anybody sees you, smoking weed or uh, feels like you are um, um, subjecting the baby to a substance and reports on it, you can be convicted of a Class C felony for endangerment, child endangerment to the unborn child, and they're going to try to protect the unborn child while simultaneously not protecting the already alive woman, subjecting these women to horrific conditions, sleeping on floors, not providing them with medical attention when they need it after they've given birth, having this woman water break in the shower. She's telling them, hey, my water broke, I'm in labor, and they tell her, baby, just sleep it off. Mind you, this is the prison where you're supposed to be taking all of the pregnant women to protect the unborn child, when we know it ain't about protecting the unborn child at all. What it's about is torturing and subjecting people to unfair treatment. Did you hear the story about the woman that they put in jail for subjecting the child, her unborn fetus, to substances, only to find out that the woman wasn't even pregnant? The woman almost bled to death. The great state of Alabama, governed by Governor Kay Ivey, a raging lesbian. What do y'all want me to do with that? Check. In other news, so they're saying as little as 300 and maybe as many as 500 people have died today in the Gaza Strip because Israelis have been bombing, and one of the strikes hit a hospital housing hundreds of Palestinians, and that bomb immediately killed between 200 and 300 people, and others who were already in the hospital were further injured and possibly could die as well. Let me read this. Gaza authorities said that an Israeli airstrike on Tuesday killed about 500 people at a hospital in the Palestinian enclave, but Israel said a Palestinian rocket had caused the blast. The death toll was by far the highest of any single incident in Gaza during the current violence, triggering protests in the occupied West Bank, Istanbul, and Amman. The health minister in the Hamas-run government Gaza, Mai Akela, accused Israel of a massacre at the Al Ali Al Arabi hospital. The strike killed hundreds of people and occurred during Israel's intense 11-day bombing campaign in Gaza. A spokesperson for Israel For the Israeli military said analysis by its operational system showed, quote, an enemy rocket barrage aimed at Israel was passing the hospital at the same time of the strike, and blamed the Palestinian Islamic Jihad militant group for the deaths. Jason, I've been screaming this from the beginning. This is all against the Geneva. What Israel has going over there is complete and utter war crimes. There's no other words for it. There are no other words for it. They're just sending airstrikes with reckless abandon. They're not strategically. There's no way to strategically target Hamas over there because it's a densely populated area with mostly civilians. Most of those people are not Hamas. Most of the people being subjected to these airstrikes are citizens. You do know that there are places like schools, hospitals, mosques, and other religious areas where people have nothing to do with this are being killed. And if you expect me to believe, Israel, that you're going to see, it's real easy because I'm telling you that's what's going to lead the headline. The headline is going to lead saying that Hamas bombed themselves because Hamas, who was able to strategically and had the military and intellectual know-how to surprise the Israeli government, so much so they didn't see anything of what was coming last weekend coming, and had the military prowess to do that, but did not have the military prowess and capability not to bomb its own people and its own hospitals, because that's what you want me to believe, right? So they're gonna lead the news cycle is going to lead tonight that, oh, this was Hamas who, it was their weapons. Israel said it was theirs, so it must be theirs, and we're supposed to take Israel's word for it. Do you think Israel wants any parts of it being seen or said that they were responsible for the deaths? Now, mind you, they've already been responsible for the deaths of hundreds and hundreds of innocent civilians, women, children, and men not even involved in this. But now you're bombing hospitals. Now we also have journalists that are also being killed. There was a journalist, I think for Reuters. Was it Reuters or the AP? I think it was Reuters, a journalist for Reuters, I think it was, that was killed, I think 2 days ago. And he wasn't anywhere near where they were supposed to be bombing. The press they have to be, they have to be dressed in a manner where you can easily identifiable. They have to be very conspicuous, so that they're the press, that they're not part of what's going on. And that's what happened. And one of the journalists got killed, and some of his crew got injured. And this is because there's no rhyme or reason. They're just bombing and sending airstrikes with reckless abandon. It is pure, unadulterated war crimes, paid for and sanctioned by the United States government. This is 2023 colonization, sanctioned by a United States government who perfected colonization. Also given the green light and sanctioned by other countries whose whole history is steeped in colonization. England, France, Spain, and some of these other garbage ass countries who have leaders descended from the goddamn Caucasus Mountains. We got atrocities going on. But it's all one-sided. Everything is one-sided. And dare you say, God save the Palestinians. God, oh, please help these Palestinian people. We already have reports that they told the Palestinians to move south. And I'm going to say this first, and then I'm going to remind you what I said yesterday. Okay, we already have reports of the Palestinians that were told to go south. They start going south, and what did the Israeli forces start doing? They start doing strikes to the southern part of the Gaza Strip. Did I not yesterday tell you that even if the Palestinian people had the capability to all move south, where was it going to end? They weren't going to just stop at a certain point. They were going to keep going further and further and further south to occupy the whole region. This is about occupation. This is about colonization. They are trying to occupy and take over the Gaza Strip. Please be clear. This is not about, it's going to look on paper about putting an end to Hamas. It doesn't matter if they wipe out Hamas. There's going to be another organization that's going to stand up and say, we're not here for it either. Why? Because nobody's ever going to be okay for you taking their home away from them. You already did that in 1948. Now you're trying to take what's left. Y'all got a lot of damn nerves. It's colonization in 2023. But y'all out here bombing hospitals now, killing hundreds of people in one strike, and then, throwing the blame on other people. Throwing the blame on other people. I'm telling you what the headlines are going to say. Because it's all one-sided. All one-sided. You know what? I just want to see if these people are going to try to be fair with this. CNN says hundreds likely dead in Gaza hospital blast. Palestinian and Israeli officials are at odds over who is to blame for the devastation. Arab leaders canceled a summit with Biden in the wake of the bombing. You think Biden? I have no understanding for you, Biden. Let's see what MSNBC is saying. Let's see what their headline reads. I just want to see what the headlines are saying. After hundreds killed in blasts at Gaza hospital, Israeli and Palestinian officials place blame. See what Fox News is saying. Fox News is all over the goddamn place, but I expect that. Oh, Fox News says Israel says terrorist rocket hit hospital. That's all they got. That's all Fox News. Fox News not even putting anything. Fox News says, quote, Israel says terrorist rocket hit the hospital. They're not even mixing words. They're not even trying to hide their angle. Let's see what the New York Times has to say. Dear God. See what the New York Times says. Israeli and Gazan officials blame each other for explosion. That's according to the New York Times. Hundreds dead in blast at Gaza hospital, Palestinians say. Let's see what the Washington Post says. Because I just want to give you a gauge of what's out there, okay? Now, to me, any level-headed person is going to say, it's really inconceivable for y'all to really expect me to believe that the Gazan or the Hamas or whoever is an authority down there in the Gaza Strip. They just bombed themselves. They just got it wrong that time. I just refuse to believe that. Mind you, we already have pure, real evidence of you bombing innocent civilians. We talked about the fact that on Sunday, 35 convoys of innocent civilians trying to flee to the south, like you told them, were bombed and killed. Officials in Israel and Gaza are trading blame for the attack. Child, a mess. Joseph Robinette was supposed to go there tomorrow. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. And they're going to blanketly give their support to Israel, no matter what Israel does. A mess. A whole and utter mess. Moving on. How long I got, Tracy? I'm supposed to be off by 6:15. I could do this in 5 minutes. All right. George Santos, I'm gonna do this real fast. This is funny. Now, for the third quarter campaign earnings, George Santos is reporting to have earned a whopping, count it for me, please, $675. Representative John Doe, his reported earnings for the third quarter from June 30th to September 30th, $675 if you need him over the recent 90-day period. He was forced to return $17,000 to donors. He raised less than $675. He raised $674. Oh my God. These are the people who they have sitting in the halls of Congress, elected officials being protected at all costs by the Republican Party. I don't need to tell y'all no more. That in itself is enough right there. That in itself is enough right there. All right, let's have a little bit of fun. So, remember Shannon Sharp left Indisputable. He then goes over to ESPN, and does first takes a couple of days out of the week with Stephen A. Smith, where the people are dog walking him. The people are giving him that work. Do you listen? When I tell you the people are giving Shannon Sharp that work, why? I'm glad you asked. The people are giving Shannon Sharp that work because Shannon Sharp came on TV the other day looking like this. Looking real zesty there, young man. Ooh, girl. Ooh, yeah. It's the glasses, the zesty lips. Girl, it's everything. Girl, they have been giving Mama that work. Do you hear me? Mama been getting that work on the internet streets. Baby, they are laying her out. They are laying her out. Baby, you are getting that work. Now, she came out later and tweeted this out or posted this on X. Appreciate the concern over my makeup this morning on First Take. This was her first time doing my makeup, and it was a little heavy. My appearance is important, not as important as my takes. Hopefully, the takes were great as well. Lip sparring champ best dressed ESPN. So you don't want nothing to point attention to any parts of your lips right now, because your lip gloss is popping. In the immortal words, who was that? Was that Rashida song or was that Lil Mama song? Whoever say my lip gloss is popping, Mama, sweetheart, dear one, love bug, baby. When I saw they put Mama on the cover of Holiday Heart, baby, I lost it. Oh, baby, when they had him on the cover of Holiday Heart, baby, I lost it. They have been giving him the business, honey. Girl, they done had him next to pictures of Little Richard. They done had him next to, I saw a picture of him as somebody's aunt that smoked Benson and Hedges and had a whole wig on him. Baby, when I tell you, I listen, go look up on X, formerly known as Twitter, Shannon Sharp makeup. Baby, I had my life. Baby, I done got my life. I done got my whole life. Do you hear? Oh, ooh, baby, listen. I have been getting my life. Zesty is not even the word, honey. Baby, that's not even the word, honey. Girl, girl, girl. Ooh, y'all got me over here crying. Lord. Hey, Lamone. Oh, that was too funny. Listen, I had to give that to y'all. Y'all needed to see that, honey. You on X right now? Tracy, listen. Listen. It will bless your spirit. It will bless your soul. When you leave this chat today, okay? Just take a gander over there to the X and put in Shannon Sharp makeup. Baby, listen. It will touch your soul. Baby, they are giving mama that work, honey. Oh, God. Baby, they are giving you that work today, okay? They are giving you that work, that fever, honey. We got one more story and we getting out of here, y'all. We is getting out of here, honey. Our last story and our last headliner is one of the worst people walking the face of the earth. I can't stand this man. That goddamn Justin Timberlake is one of the lowest forms of the human species. Do you hear me? You saw the lunch lady one too, Tracy. You got to get it to all. Tracy, it's a whole bunch of them, girl. You better get your whole life. Tracy, just start putting some of them in the members only chat, and we'll take it so the people can get their life in the members only chat. Shout out to the members only chat. Anyway, in our last story, Britney Spears is her memoir comes out next week, a week from today, I think it is. And yeah, not Ashley Darby this time. It's Justin Timberlake. But according to her, in the year of our Lord 2000, she got pregnant with Justin Timberlake's baby, and basically he told her, "Listen, I'm too young. I ain't ready to be no daddy, and this can't happen, baby. You need to go get a plan B." And she went on ahead and took care of it and got an abortion. Because he told her, listen, we 19, we ain't got this type of time. Baby, we are budding stars in the music industry. We ain't doing this. We are a power couple. We ain't got, we ain't got time to be having no babies. Not right now. No. So she said it was hard for her. I mean, he's an ain't shit ass motherfucker. What else do you expect from a completely, utterly grotesque inside and outside person? Like, he's an awful and heinous human being. I would never forgive him for what he did to my queen Janet. He's never forgiven for that. So if he could do what he did to my queen Janet, I'm not surprised that he would do this to Brittany. To Brittany. I mean, what did you expect? He's an awful individual. He's a narcissistic, egotistical, rat ass bastard. Now, when they asked him about it, he claims, "Oh, I ain't really got nothing to say because I got my own real kids that I'm taking care of because I take care of my kids." Really, really, you ain't shit. You know what you do, Justin? Stay your ass over there with white people. Stay away from us black people. Because you come around over here to us black people, we might fuck you up. We might fuck you up. And it ain't got nothing to do with Britney Spears because we don't care about her white ass either. She could have cut herself with them knives for all we give a shit. But we still owe you an ass whooping for Janet. We still will fuck you up. So you might not even want to bring your ass around here. Because we will fuck you up. We owe you a good ass whooping. I ain't never got the hype of Justin Timberlake either. I ain't never liked him. Oh, I ain't never liked him. Yeah. Keep your ass over there with them white people. Don't come over here no more. Don't come over here no more. We will never forgive you. We want no parts of you. It is what it is. We will never forgive you for 2004. Hate does not begin to describe the feelings that and emotions that we have for you, Mr. Timberlake. You're a raggedy ass piece of shit. Anyway, that is the program for today. Y'all see how I made it out of here before 6:30? You don't see me, Tracy. We got through the whole dossier. Let me look at my store. Let me look at my dossier. Bam, 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 bam. Did that one. Did we covered the whole dossier today? You don't see me, Tracy. You don't see me. You don't see me. Exactly. He's yet another Pat Boone Elvis who uses black culture. Thank you, Lamone. Appropriates black culture and doesn't do it as well, but gets celebrated as if he's so much better than everyone else. When he's an awful knockoff. I really can't stand him. Don't get Let me get off this live before I start to go in. Because you see, I'm itching to drag him and dog walk. I'm just itching. But I need to get off here because really the bee's about to go live. Listen, as I always say, I love Tracy. You knew I wasn't gonna do no 6:15, but I knew I could do 6:30. You knew 6:15 was not in the cards. 6:30, I can do it. Tracy, look at me. You don't see me, Tracy. I still got 2.5 minutes to spare. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, president, active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged. They are much appreciated. Appreciate ya. Listen, we made it. What? 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 Y'all don't see me. Listen, I had fun with y'all today, like always. I had fun with y'all today. Y'all, I'll be live tomorrow. Yes, I will be live tomorrow. It's Wednesday, not Thursday. I got to travel. Thursday's a travel day for me. So, I think me really being Abby are supposed to be live Thursday at 6:30. Oh, I gotta work that out. Okay. So yeah, we're supposed to do a panel on chasing Dallas. Not chasing Dallas, God. Chasing Atlanta. So look around for that. I got to do a thumbnail. Hey, Miss Baythang. So yeah, we about to get up out of here. Listen, I'm about to send y'all over there to Rhythm B. She goes live at 6:30. I'm trying to think what else I'm forgetting. Um trying to see if I'm forgetting anything, y'all. Y'all know my mind bad. Y'all know my mind bad. Um shoot. Child, they got another picture of Halle Bailey. Halle, and she do look pregnant. Now she either fat or pregnant, one of the two. But she looks something. Something is in that hoodie, baby. Go on TMZ. They got pictures and pictures. They got pictures from several angles with her little boyfriend or whatever, the little cute little boy, her little boyfriend. Baby, she looks real, real pregnant in these pictures. Y'all going on over there and look. That's after y'all going on over to the Twitter and look up going on over there to the Twitter and look up Shannon Sharp makeup. Listen, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. I ain't got the type of time to keep playing with y'all. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. Bye, y'all.